What's up, everybody? Braden's Madden Gaming here, and today we are here with another full game video. We have two more division games to play. The Rams versus Lions in Detroit, which this video is going to be that one, and then the next one, which the other game will be a separate full game video. Obviously, as you guys see, they're separate. It will be the Ravens and the Bills in Buffalo, New York, where the Bills home stadium is. All right, so yeah, the only teams that made it to the championship right now are the Packers for the NFC. The only NFC is the Packers, and the only AFC is the Chiefs, as you guys saw, because I posted it at the time of this recording. I posted those two division game videos. So that's how both of those teams are ready for the championship. But we're gonna have to wait what other two are going to. All right, so here we go. We're gonna fight. All right, we found the Lions. I just said I found the Rams, but the Rams are the away team. So yeah. All right, here we go. There it is. Can't wait for this matchup, boys. All right. Alright, so we're gonna do a coin flip. You guys know the rules of the coin flip for these kind of playoff games already. Heads is the home team and tails is the away team. So that means the Lions is heads and the Rams are tails. Here we go. Here comes the flip. And it says tails. So I'm being the Rams. And this is actually a matchup for Week 15, which today is the first day for the first game to start Week 15, because these two teams are playing against each other in Week 15. As of recording, today's the first game of Week 15. The Falcons and the Buccaneers are playing Thursday Night Football. But the only difference about this is we're playing in Detroit, not in Los Angeles. Because we were going to play, because even if there's not a wildfire, we were still going to play in Detroit. And then if the Rams won, then they could play the championship game in Los Angeles. But we want to make it like the wildfire. If they go to the championship, they'll be the away team against another team. Alright. Here we go. And then, hold on. What time did this started? I'm probably guessing it started around, because the Rams play the Eagles in a division game, and they started around probably 4:25 or somewhere around 4 something. Because I remember playing football with one of my family members, and then the game was playing at the same time. And then I remember it was getting nighttime before that. And if they play at 1 o'clock, then it doesn't get nighttime when the 1 o'clock games end. So yeah. Alright, here we go. Rams versus Lions, a division matchup. Let's see who's going to go against the Packers in the championship. Enjoy, everybody.
We'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. He finds a seam, a good run. Up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. They'll go play action with Goff. Catch is made by Wright. He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. On throw, complete to Tim Brown. They get 15 on that game. First down, Detroit. They move Laporta, setting him in motion. Off to throw on first down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now a timeout called by the defense. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Goff. This one caught the floor. And the Lions grab a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. Bates' kick is good. The Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out Greg by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Cup in motion. They run on the jet sweep. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be brought down to 45. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. On 3rd down, Stafford. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. 1st and 10. Stafford. Pass into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now it's Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Down, right back to Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And he is not going to get a win. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Looking out of the gun, Stafford. Loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it. Now the Rams could use the first of their timeouts. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. First carry now for Jameer Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Williams in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they're going to have enough to get her here. And it sets up 1st and goal. To throw is Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown Lions.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. First down, it is Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. They run over center with Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Back to throw is Stafford. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on fourth down. The motion man is Nakua. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now to throw on first down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
A second down throw for Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That'll be blocked. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score.
Yeah, guys, Detroit's going to win this, so all the Rams fans, I guess you guys are just going to have to leave a couple minutes early. This game is probably over.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Rams offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. On first and 10, Stafford. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now listeners, timeout, 3 seconds left in this first half. will come up to 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, coming down to the 23-yard line. Matthew Stafford. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes it's a space in front of him. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
And this is going to be a Rams 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36. Here's a handoff to Williams. And the match to pick up about 4. Hayden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back down the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge long 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The big lineman, Aline McNeil, ends the play there. Stafford now on 3rd down.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. 1st carry of the game for Blake Cora. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's up to 27. 2nd down and 8. They'll go with Williams. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Give him 11 on the scramble. They give them a new set of downs. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And a good run there. They get him 5 yards.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the 1st half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the 2nd.
Stafford going to give it to Cora. And it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will power his way into the end zone. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get two. A give, and here comes Williams. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1 yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Goff going for it all. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. Stafford. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Stafford to throw it. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. That escapability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Stafford now on second down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
First down, Stafford. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Stafford. And the quarterback scrambling maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing Stafford. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
And the clock hits 0 in the 4th quarter. The Detroit Lions are going to Green Bay. The Detroit Lions are going to Green Bay. And the Lions will be going to the championship game in Green Bay against the Packers. And the Rams are now the last team, and And the Rams are now one of the other teams that are eliminated.
As we say so long from downtown Detroit.
And now we have 5 more teams to go, and it'll make it 4 more teams to go in the next division game, which are the Bills and Ravens. And one of those 2 teams will get eliminated, and one of those teams will not get eliminated and go to the championship and win. Lions win it 24-6, the final score of this game. And now 6 is the lowest points ever scored in a playoff game. In a playoff game so far on my challenge. Cause the last one was 8 from the first playoff game and the first wildcard game. The Commanders and Buccaneers, where the Commanders scored 6 points, then go for 2, and then they got the 2-pointer and got 8, and ended the game with 8, and then got eliminated and ended the game against the Buccaneers with 8 points. And now 2 points down. And now 2 points down is a new record. 24-6, Lions win it. They're going to Green Bay to take on the Packers in the championship later tonight. And the Rams will get eliminated and will end this competition for the Los Angeles Rams. And the Rams are now the 3rd team in the division round to be eliminated. The first one was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the second one was was also a team in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Chargers, which they got eliminated last before the Los Angeles Rams. Both Los Angeles teams are now eliminated. 24-6, Lions win. They're going to Green Bay to take on the Packers in the championship to see what NFC North team is going to the Super Bowl.